when Mac Jones can run 70 yards and then Gritty in the end zone, you know something's wrong. Right?
Dude, scraping into the playoffs.
Yeah.
You might as well just call that the Schmigley Jones parlay. Those are astronomical.
Come Veterans terrible. Kenny Galladay's good.
Oh.
Man, if the Giants win one playoff game, I'm going to be so hyped. All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of Drop a Pass, Run a Mile. This is the Week 15 preview. Only a few weeks left. Some teams have chances to make the playoffs, even if they're under 1%. That's okay. I think the Giants are sitting at 2%.
Nice.
If we can beat the Saints and the Rams, and then beat the Eagles in one of the two games, we have a really good shot at making playoffs. But
When do you play the Eagles this week?
no, we play Saints, then Eagles, then Rams, then Eagles, which is so annoying just because it's like.
I know that's.
But to be honest, our team is riding at its highest point right now. So if we can get another win against the Saints, like.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, crazy week of football. I was at the Giants game, which was awesome. Obviously watching a game where it comes down to the game-winning field goal after I thought the game was over when Saquon fumbled it and they took it back to our 36-yard line. Yeah, just awesome. Tommy DeVito, absolute New York legend. His rapport just keeps building. His agent, like, I think it's fake. I don't even think that's his real agent because it's just like too staged. You know what I mean?
I know that's insane. Him on the sideline with the phone.
I heard something somewhere, and it was like, if you typed in like in an AI generator and was like Tommy DeVito's agent, that's exactly what would come up. Because he kind of looks like Tommy DeVito.
I know.
With everything, like, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, but it was really cool to be at that game. We'll talk about that a little more later. Anything from your end, Jared? Oh, also the DPR MTNF SGP did not cash. The Steelers just, I don't even, like,
Unbelievable.
That's not
on
us.
us.
That's on the Steelers, dude. Like,
yeah.
Trubisky played
Crazy. He was so bad.
Yeah.
None of the Steelers wide receivers care at all anymore, which is ridiculous because they're like right in the middle of the playoff picture.
Yeah.
And they just could not care less. They're like, no, I don't need to be here. I'm getting paid regardless.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the red zone recap. We can talk about that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Patriots scored 21 points in the first half. Unreal.
And then don't score again.
And then don't score again. They're like, we're just gonna like screw up. We're gonna screw up every single person's bet.
Right.
And then we'll just chill.
Right.
Like, also we need like, I need to make like a calendar that has every NFL player's birthday on it because it was Hunter Henry's birthday. So of course he was gonna catch 2 touchdown passes. Like.
Right.
Odell caught a touchdown on his birthday this year. Like, players just go off on their birthdays.
Yeah. Speaking of players going off at stupid times, Ezekiel Elliott, what in the world? He was awesome.
20-something fantasy points.
He was unbelievable.
That was the most since like 2020, I think they said, or something like that.
He scored like 20. I think it was 25 fantasy points, which is more than Tony Pollard has all year.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, like
in a game.
In a game, okay.
Like, that's crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than Tony Pollard has all year. You can't get into the end zone. Rico Dowdle is just stealing every touchdown.
Dude, I know. But yeah, I mean, like, the Patriots looked awesome in the first half. Zappy, what was that, dude?
Insane.
He was making plays.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I was calling for that game, and I was calling my dad and brother because I'm like, hey, put a few bucks on one of the quarterbacks to throw 2 picks for me tonight because I thought it was going to be a slugfest, gross game.
Yeah.
Both like, I can't find that anywhere. I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, fine, I guess I won't place it. And then as soon as I couldn't find a place to place it, I knew it was going to be a crazy game. I knew it. I was like, it's destiny. I can't bet, so it's going to be crazy.
You know, the most placed first touchdown score by the public for that game was no touchdown scored. Most placed first touchdown score was no touchdown scored.
Oh my word.
Yeah. It was like
Crazy.
I think it was no touchdown scored, and then it was like
Steelers defense,
and then it was Zeke, and then it was Patriots defense, and then it was like Najee.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Did you see who the leading rusher for the Steelers was?
Was it Trubisky?
Trubisky. 8 carries for 30 yards.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
I guess the Patriots defense is legit, but their offense is usually just so terrible that it doesn't matter.
Right. It's like awesome. You only gave up 20 points, but our offense scored -6. Like,
which is funny because with the Jets defense, when their defense like really performs and shuts a team down, the offense actually like comes out and like sometimes. Like,
right.
I don't know, that team.
I feel like especially with the Jets defense, they go out there and they're giving it their all, and then like the third quarter, if the offense hasn't done anything, the defense is like, all right, we're done.
Yeah. Like, there's no reason they should have annihilated the Texans like they did, but somehow.
Right. I know. Both of them showed up. Zach with a newfound love for football.
Also, it was 0-0 at halftime.
I know.
I saw his post by Bleacher Report Betting, and they're like, they took a screenshot and they were like, if you have the under in this game, like you might as well turn it off. And then there was another comment underneath by the Bleacher Report Betting. It was like, never mind the over hit.
Yeah, it was crazy. Let's just get into that game while we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely nuts. Like Zach just like came alive in the second half. It's crazy. There was a lot of coming alive. The ghost of Randall Cobb scored. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, CJ Stroud was seeing ghosts after his head bounced off the field.
Yeah. Dude, I have in our high school league, my quarterbacks are Herbert and CJ Stroud. So might have to pick up Jake Browning off the waivers.
Do you have a bye?
No, not in the high school league.
Oh, no.
It's fine. I believe in Jake Browning, dude.
I just dropped Jordan Love. You should pick him up. Nah, he sucks now.
Giants just beat him, so, like, I don't know.
How good could he be?
Yeah. All right, hey, calm down. We're on a 3-game win streak.
No, yeah, good for the Jets. That was cool to see. Defense showed up. Offense did kind of show up.
I mean, Zach Wilson threw for over 300 yards.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's stupid.
That is stupid. That is very stupid.
Zach Wilson is literally like, is everyone betting against me? Yes. Okay, I'm going to go off.
Yeah.
And then it's like, is everyone starting to warm up to me? Yes. Okay, I'm going to do the worst possible performance.
For 6 weeks.
Like prime time. Everyone's like, oh, Zach Wilson sucks, blah, blah, blah. And then he like goes off. And then like everyone's like, all right, is Zach Wilson really that bad? And then he goes and throws 9 interceptions.
Right.
There's no in between with that guy.
Not at all. Speaking of awful and no in between, the Tampa Bay Bucks versus the Atlanta Falcons in the god-awful NFC South.
Oh, how did we do on the spread last week?
Against the spread?
Yeah.
I went 9-6 and you went 6-9.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think I'd.
Brings our totals on the year to I'm 109 and 99, and you're 100 and 108.
Okay.
So we're still. It's getting close, Evan.
It was a wacky week this week.
Like, yeah, it was. It was. I had a few picks where I was like, I know the other team's gonna win, but I'm gonna pick the other one, and then that other one ended up hitting. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bucks Falcons, Baker. It's a nice little comeback here, right down to the wire, and then Kate Otten scoring right at the end with like less than a minute left. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
If you weren't looking at like, if you hadn't seen any of the season prior to that game, you'd have been like, these are two pretty good teams. I love how both of these teams really use their weapons well. But Kyle Pitts scored. Drake London went off. Bijan had a decent game.
Yeah, didn't Drake London have like 170-something receiving yards?
Yeah, like 10 for 180 or something.
Yeah, 10 for 172. That is insane.
Yeah, he went off.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder threw for 347 yards.
And he missed so many passes too, which was just the crazy part.
Man, I wonder what a parlay with Zach Wilson and Desmond Ridder throwing for over 300 yards would be.
Yeah, for real. That's what you need to do. Forget crazy 6-leg parlays. Just pick 2 bad quarterbacks to go off.
Yeah, I got Flacco and Nick Mullins going for over 300 this week. I shouldn't say Flacco though. He's been playing pretty well.
Flacco's been balling.
I'll say Drew Lock. Drew Lock and Nick Mullins.
Flacco. Yeah, Drew Lock. Jeez. Let's get to Flacco. Throwing 3 tutties against the Jags. Decent defense.
If Flacco leads the Browns to the playoffs, that's going to be awesome.
I mean, did you say if he leads them to the playoffs? They're 8-5. They're in right now.
I mean, they're in right now, yeah.
I mean, they have the same record as the Jags, and they have the tiebreaker. I don't know, man. They're solid, and like you look at the teams behind them too. It's like who's catching them? The Steelers suck. The Colts suck. The Texans just lost their quarterback to CTE.
Yeah.
The Broncos are decent. The Bengals have an awful quarterback.
Did you know we have Saturday?
The Bills are 7-6, but they'll probably turn it around and get back.
The Bills are hot right now.
They are hot right now. Ever since 9/11, they've been really hot. Yeah.
Did you see we have Saturday games this week?
That's what I was going to say at the beginning. 3 Saturday games. That'll be a good time.
Yeah.
And I think they're all on NFL Network too. So you don't even have to change the channel.
I don't have NFL Network.
I don't either. Crack streams, baby.
Well, I have NFL Plus on my phone, so maybe that'll work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get to those later.
Yeah. What's next? Oh yeah, Joe Flacco, elite, beast. Yeah. I mean, their offense looks so good with him, which is mind-boggling.
Yeah.
He's still got his arm, man. That's one thing he definitely didn't lose.
He's just so happy to be out there.
I know. He's so happy, but like the guy never smiles. He's just like you remember the video of the guy with Tom Brady and the large onion?
Oh,
That's what Joe Flacco is every single time he goes on the field.
Forgot my pads.
Forgot my gear. Forgot my pads. I got this football now.
I mean, look, it's Tom Brady. He's coming back down the tunnel. That was hilarious.
Oh man, we watched that video for like 4 days straight.
Yeah, that was
awesome. But yeah, I mean, Joe Flacco did have one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen. I know you didn't get to see this game. It was hilarious. He was rolling out left as a righty quarterback. Not really the way you want to be rolling out, especially as like a 40-year-old righty quarterback.
Yeah.
He's rolling out. And then Amari Cooper gets like taken out by a corner running the other direction. And Joe like watches him fall over and then throws to where he would have been after seeing him fall. And the only person running that way was the Jags defensive back. And he caught it with like 20 yards of space around him and nobody else. It was awful. And then he came back and threw two more touchdown passes. So it's like
funny how the Jags you think the Jags are good, but they're actually not. They actually kind of suck.
No, they're pretty bad.
But it's weird.
They're like the worst. No, they're like the best bad team in the NFL.
Like when you talk about like playing to the level of your competition, it used to be the Ravens. It's now the Jaguars.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting because we have the Jaguars versus the Ravens this week.
I know. That's
0-0. Huh?
That's Sunday night, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. Bengals Colts, butt whooping.
Yeah, I thought the Colts.
Not bad.
I thought the Colts could stay in this game. They seem like a pretty good team, but I guess not.
I think the Colts are the best bad team in the NFL. I think the Jags are the worst good team in the NFL. A little differentiation there between the AFC South.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Colts are at 7-6 right. There's a lot of 7-6 teams.
Yeah, and they're all horrible except for the Bills.
Bengals are 7-6.
Horrible. No, they're not horrible. They used to be bad, but then they lost their Heisman-winning #1 overall pick quarterback, and now they're good.
What are the Ravens nowadays? 10-3.
Same as the Eagles. A couple of bird teams running the
and the Cowboys.
And the boys. What are the Niners?
10-3.
Oh, look at that NFC East, man. Just running the show.
I mean, like
4 of the top quality teams in the NFL. Oh man, we're so bad.
Yeah, Command.
I hope we lose every game the rest of the year.
It's crazy, like
we were good. We were good like 3 weeks ago. What happened?
I'm gonna say it. I think the Commanders are gonna beat the Rams this week.
No, that would be awful.
Also, I need them to beat the Rams this week.
No, not today. We need to pick ahead of you guys. That's what we need.
It's cool. It's cool. Like in our situation we're in right now, like we kind of control our own destiny because the teams in front of us for the playoffs are the Packers, the Saints, and the Rams, and we play all of them.
That is cool.
And the Seahawks. We don't play the Seahawks. We got our butt kicked by them earlier in the year. They're also in front of us, so we need some help from other teams. And then the Vikings.
Seahawks are like kind of not good anymore. So
yeah, and I'm not really. The Vikings are in front of us too, but I'm not really worried about them because Nick Mullins is the quarterback now.
Nick Mullins is cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah, but unless it's Monday Night Football.
You guys are like before Monday Night Football, they were like the Giants are 1 game out of the 4th pick in the draft and also 1 game out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is crazy.
Everybody at the game was like, I was getting like
draft
pick vibes.
Yeah.
And after the game, I was like, screw the draft pick. Let's go.
I bet. That's like always how it is. It's like you go into the game, regardless of how bad your season's going. You go into the game, and you're like, all right, let's look good. Let's go do this. And if we lose, better draft pick. If we win, that's great momentum going into next year.
To be honest, like I always want my team to win. I don't really care about the draft picks. Like, to be honest, it kind of sucked last year because it was like, yeah, we won a playoff game. That's awesome. But now we have the 20th pick in the draft. Like that kind of sucked. I kind of loved the years where we had top 10 picks in the draft. I mean, that completely contradicts what I'm saying. Right. But like, in the moment, I want my team to win.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to the draft, I want my team to have the #1 overall pick.
Right. So, that's the thing too, because it's like that's like in 2020 when the Skins won the division at like 8-8 or whatever. Like that was super fun. We almost beat Tom Brady in his Super Bowl run. Super cool. But then we have this awful record to go along with a very average veteran, and now we're picking 18. It's like, that's so late.
Yeah.
When in reality, if we wouldn't have made the playoffs, we would have been picking like 12.
Yeah.
Sucks when that's like some team in the NFC South is going to get screwed out of a good pick because they're going to win the division.
Yeah.
They're going to get screwed by playing more football than everyone else.
I wish the Giants could be in the NFC South. We'd win the division every year.
Every year. They're horrible.
So would the Commanders. It's insane.
Take any team outside of the NFC South, drop them in the NFC South. They're probably going to run it.
Was the NFC South ever competitive between like 2 teams in that division?
Maybe like early 2000s.
Like Buccaneers and Panthers?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Or like
No, the Panthers weren't even a team in the early 2000s.
Yeah, they became a team in like 98.
2003? Oh, 98. Okay.
I could be wrong. Or 02. No, the Texans were 02.
Texans were 02, yeah.
I think the Panthers were like 96. But
yeah, I think it would have been the Bucks and like
the Falcons with Vic.
Yeah. The Falcons were decent.
The Falcons
I guess they were good back in like the 80s more so.
Were the Falcons ever really that good with Vic, or was Vic just good?
Not really. I mean, I think they won the South, but like
anybody can win the South.
Right, exactly.
Except for
the Falcons. The last time I think they were actually like good was like Deion.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. When the Skins kicked their butts in the playoffs every couple of years. That was great.
Giants beat the Falcons.
Back when I was negative 15 years old.
Giants beat the Falcons when we went to the second Patriots Super Bowl. We beat the Falcons in the playoffs like 28-2 or something. It was something stupid.
Was it Mike? Who was it?
Who?
Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
That's cool.
Unless it was like, who was a quarterback before Matt Ryan?
Matt Schaub?
You think? I thought that was like during Matt Ryan. I thought he got like injured.
Maybe. Wasn't it? I think it was just Mike Vick. I think they had somebody when Mike Vick got suspended, but like that was like nobody.
Well, Matt Ryan was drafted in what, 2009? I think so. Because I had the Upper Deck cards, and he wasn't in Madden 08. So, but the Madden Upper Deck, or not Madden, the Upper Deck Star rookie cards were from the year 08, copyrighted on the back. But yeah,
I'm looking it up.
It's 09. I'm 100% sure.
His rookie year was 2008-2009. Joey Harrington.
Yikes.
As well as Byron Leftwich.
Did Joey Harrington play on the Lions as well?
Yeah. Yeah, but it went Mike Vick, and then
I didn't know Byron Leftwich
was before Matt Ryan.
Oh, I didn't know Byron Leftwich was on the Falcons.
He only played 2 games.
Oh, okay.
Crazy. It was 2000 what in the world? 2001, Chris Chandler started 14 games. Mike Vick started 2. Then the next year, Mike Vick 15 games. Doug Johnson 1. Then 2003, Doug Johnson 8 games. Kurt Kittner 4 games. Mike Vick 4 games. What is going on? Then it was Mike Vick.
They're having the same problems now. They can't decide who they want as their starter.
That's funny. All right, we need to keep moving.
Yeah.
Rams, Ravens. Super fun.
Great
1 o'clock game.
Punt return touchdown at the end. Insane.
So
Odell gets his revenge.
Tylan Wallace, the guy that I wanted the Skins to draft out of Oklahoma State, hero. He hasn't really done anything in the NFL besides that play, but I thought he was going to be a beast.
Did you see the video where it was like Zay Flowers got kidnapped? And like,
yes.
like the fans just picking him up by his shoulder pads, like dragging him into the bleachers.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe that the Chargers drafted Quentin Johnston over him.
I love the video where Quentin Johnston's like, yeah, my mama doesn't have to work anymore. and then it's just him dropping passes.
Yeah. I saw one where they did like time to learn Chinese, buddy, but it was like time to go back to work, mama. Oh, it was good. Yeah, that was a sweet game. I know everybody probably watched that game, so I won't get too much into it. Lamar played really good. Stafford played awesome. Kyron Williams, that was I went 4 for 4 on the bets this week. Had to switch Geno out because he wasn't I guess he died. I don't know what happened. They were like game time decision. Drew Lock's going in.
Yeah.
Switched it from Geno over 230 to Lock over 230, and that hit. Kyron Williams over 66. He beat that by like 55 rushing yards. That was sweet.
Yeah.
Ayuk over hit. Bijan touchdown hit. So that was great. Cooper Kupp went off. That was good to see.
Yeah.
I thought he was like falling off the face of the earth. Yeah, I picked up Odell in the high school league.
He's awesome.
And I might end up playing him because he's got favorable matchups too. And I just lost Christian Kirk to a exploded nutsack. So apparently he's done for the year.
Wait, what happened to him?
You didn't see it?
No.
The first play of their game last week? Yeah, last week. First play from scrimmage. He catches a ball for like 28 yards. And as he's going down to the ground, he like reaches for his groin. And then he's just rolling around holding his balls. And they took him out of the game. I think he had to take the cart back to the locker room. And then they were like, yeah, he's done. They were like, it's a what did they say? I think they said an abdomen injury. Everybody's like, no way that's an abdomen injury. He tore his nutsack open.
That's
Oh, I know,
that's
dude. Right away, he reaches for his balls. Everybody's like, oh, jeez.
Dude.
But yeah, I lost him for the year, so now I think I'm gonna have to go with Odell.
Nice.
Which
not a bad option. If
fantasy playoffs coming up, congrats to our listeners for obviously making the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's definitely nobody that listens to this podcast that went 0-28 on the year. There's no chance that happens.
Shout out our friend Nick Boyce.
Oh.
Didn't win a single game in our dynasty league. And it was hilarious because I came in 11th in that league. I'll say that not proudly, but I did. And there were games where like if he played me, he would have beat me by like 40. But like he couldn't beat the league average. He couldn't beat the team he was playing. It's insane.
Oh my gosh. This is the funniest thing ever. Just check it. That's like my favorite thing this whole season was to check Tuesday morning and just see 0. That was crazy.
I hope Sleeper comes out with something where they're like only like 12 teams out of every single league finished with 0 wins.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. And he was like, I feel so bad. There was a couple times where it was like he needed like 3 points and he had like Jahan Dotson go for 0 and he's like,
or he'd be up on the league average by like 3 going into Monday Night Football, and he'd be like, guys, I think this week might be the week. And we're like, nah, it's not gonna be boys. He's by like 10.
You're screwed, boys. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. Next game. Speaking of crazy, Bears beat the Lions. Beat down.
Yeah.
Fields is trying to keep his job, which is nuts because if the Bears don't trade him and take Caleb Williams or Drake May, whoever they feel like taking, they're nuts.
You think?
I don't know. Why would you not?
What if the Giants
reset the timer?
What if the Giants trade for Justin Fields?
That'd be sweet. That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Fields, and I think you wouldn't even have to trade too much for Fields because it's like he's in the last year of his rookie deal, and then you'd have to pick up his 5th year, which is going to be like $20 million. So it's not even that much of a deal anymore. I feel like you could probably get him for like a third.
All I'm saying is like, not talking about Fields. If DeVito takes us to the playoffs or even takes us close, training camp is going to be very interesting next year for Daniel Jones.
You think Tommy's going to take his spot?
Dude. Like,
you can't get out of that Danny Dimes contract.
No, only 1 more year, and then we can get out. But, like, I
guess that's true. If Tommy plays well, takes you to the playoffs, why would you go back to Danny?
It's like
it would just be at that point like you're paying Tommy the money.
It's like a Brock Purdy, Trey Lance situation.
Yeah, literally.
And why? Yeah.
Is Tommy playing that well that it's like?
Dude, he has 100 passer rating in the last 3 games.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
I didn't realize it was like that much of him.
He had 113.9 passer rating and 81 QBR. He had
150 passing yards.
Yeah, but he also had 10 carries for 71 yards. Like he's a beast, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Look at the teams that you've played against, Kassar. Jeez. You're hyping him up like he's Jesus Christ. You played the Pats and the Commies. The Commies have the worst defense in the history of sports.
Dude, I don't care. Who did we play? Oh, wait, we had a bye that week. It's fine.
He's decent. I'll give you that. He's decent. He's like your version of Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
We're going to beat the Saints. And we're going to beat the Eagles on Christmas Day.
No, you're not. Sweet, dude.
Dude, we haven't beaten the Eagles in the Link since 2011.
Might as well do it on Christmas. Dude, how sweet would that be if all of Philly was just like pissed off on Christmas Day?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
I'm telling you, man. We're going to beat the Saints, and then we're going to have some energy going into that game.
That'd be awesome. I'm rooting, like I was last year, I'm pulling for you guys hard because that would be so fun to see you guys, like, knock out some team that's like the Seahawks or the Vikings that are just trying to, like, Band-Aid their way into the playoffs. Yeah. And out of nowhere, Tommy DeVito and his freaking Italian agent come flying through the door. That would be sweet. Can you imagine his agent in the playoffs, dude?
Dude.
He's going to sign every Italian-American prospect coming out of college for the next 6 years. He's going to be on the horn, dude.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm going to skip the next 2 games because they're garbage. Saints killed the Panthers. Awesome. Good for you. Worst team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Saints are so annoying. I hate them so much.
They're losing this week.
Oh, yeah. Big time. And then next game, Vikings-Raiders. Probably the worst game all season. So bad. So bad. I would have rather watched the Chargers-Patriots game again than this game.
Also, the downfall of Josh Dobbs is unreal.
Oh,
it's literally like, the Cardinals traded for Josh Dobbs. I remember you saying the Cardinals traded for Josh Dobbs because they thought they were going to win too many games with Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy, yeah.
So, trade for Josh Dobbs. He does
pretty good. He beat the Cowboys.
Beats the Cowboys. And it's like, all right, this guy's okay. And then he kind of like evens out. Then he gets traded to the Vikings. And he starts like doing awesome. And it's Josh Dobbs season and all this. Then he's throwing like 8 interceptions in a game.
Yeah.
And then he gets benched for Nick Mullins when the score's 0-0 in the fourth quarter against the Raiders.
Crazy.
Insane.
The quickest rise and fall is unbelievable.
You want to talk about a quick rise and fall? Justin Jefferson. He ran a couple routes, then got hit in the back.
He got destroyed.
And then got a chest injury.
I saw that. I was like, oh, he's just got the wind knocked out of him. He'll be fine. And then I see him walk into the tunnel, and I'm like, oh my god.
It's like broken vertebrae.
Right. Never plays again.
But yeah, we can
3 weeks after I traded for him in Dynasty.
We cannot go to the next game. I mean.
Yeah, those 2 are awful.
Nice.
49ers, Seahawks. 49ers are very good. The Seahawks are not. I think that's all that really needs to be said there.
The Seahawks covered the spread, though.
No, they didn't.
I think the spread was plus 13.5 at game time.
Oh. Well, when we locked it in, it was 10.5.
Yeah. Well, Drew Lock getting 3 points is not a surprise.
Yeah.
So
that is not a surprise at all.
Good on Drew Lock.
He played decent. I was excited for the boy from Mizzou.
I'm telling you, man, they should have started him over Geno all along.
Oh, that's what you're telling us.
Even last year.
All right.
When Geno won comeback player of the year just because he was bad and then good. That's not a comeback. Like,
he did come back.
Yeah, but like, that's so stupid.
Yeah. It's not my favorite comeback player of the year ever. That would have to go to the man whose leg fell off mid-game and then came back for Aaron Donald to jump on his back mid-game. That was the scary. I was with you. That was at our apartment. We're like, what is he doing?
Yeah. I was like, that was crazy.
First game. It was his first game back from a compound leg fracture.
It was like the 5th play, I think.
And Aaron Donald's like, ugh.
He literally jumped on his back. And everyone was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my. I think Schlereth was the one announcing that game, and he was like, good Lord.
Like he was trying to kill him. He was literally trying to be like, you shouldn't have came back. Sit down.
Right. Sit down, old man.
Like I'm surprised it wasn't like Forrest Gump when he's running down that road and all the bolts and everything are flying off his knee. surprised it wasn't like that.
Oh my gosh. It's unreal. Like, even to this day, Alex Smith's leg looks awful. I can't believe he came back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, DeMar Hamlin's going to win it this year. Can we talk about that? That's stupid. He hasn't even played.
All he's done is cost the Bills a win against the Broncos. That's literally all he's done.
12th man on the field. Oh, that's brutal.
I like DeMar Hamlin. I don't even.
You?
No, I don't like him. Why should I have to like him just because he almost died?
Right.
Like.
No, I feel that.
Is that a thing?
He also went to Pitt, so like.
Are we supposed to like people that almost died?
I don't know.
Who almost died and is a terrible person?
That's a good question. I can't think of anyone right now.
Osama bin Laden?
He did die.
Well, yeah, but before he was dead,
before he was dead, he was almost dead.
Yeah.
Did anybody like try and kill themselves that wasn't supposed to? I think Hitler tried to kill himself. I think he did kill himself.
He did. He did. Yeah, he did a good job.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever liked someone that was supposed to be dead.
I don't
Jesus. Jesus. There we go. We found one. Oh, that's funny.
That was great.
Never mind. I do like DeMar.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Oh, that was good.
That was the best pool.
That was a good pool.
All right.
All right, next game. Bills Chiefs. Great game. I love that the Chiefs didn't get bailed out by the refs.
Also,
the refs just suck.
Patrick Mahomes ruined every single game this year. Every like prime time or like big time game has been decided by a terrible ref call, and Patrick Mahomes ruined our chances of that being like exploited because the Chiefs play that was a penalty. Kadarius Toney was past the defensive lineman. That's where he lined up.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick Mahomes goes out and says,
"You can't call that at that time, dude.
Can't call that. I mean, it's Travis Kelce's a great player, and now no one's gonna remember him because he didn't do this play."
I hope they play that at his Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah, like what? Like so he does that, and then Roger Goodell, like I saw earlier, Roger Goodell came out and he said, "We're not gonna apologize for correct calls." So now we're screwed.
Now they're holding their
because it's like that was the right call, which it was, but now Patrick Mahomes being mad about it screws us because every stupid call is they're not going to apologize for anything.
Right. Yeah, they need to overhaul the reffing, but yeah, that definitely didn't help.
I still can't believe the like ref headquarters that they showed that one time, where it's literally just like a big janitor's closet with a couple TVs and like
right.
3 people in there.
They're just chilling inside. Yeah, I know. Next game, Broncos Chargers. Chargers suck.
Easton Stick sucks.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme Almeida sent? It's like it's now in for the Chargers, and it's an Easton hockey stick.
Yeah, that was great.
Easton Stick was always the guy I picked up on Madden to fill my roster at quarterback if I didn't have enough quarterbacks because he had like pretty good speed.
Right. You can drop him in.
Yeah.
He's perfect for a nice little fake field goal action.
Yeah.
Running around the side. Yeah. The Broncos are kind of good. 7-6. Had a really bad start to the year.
They got hot. Yeah.
If they would have beat the Texans, man, 8-5 Broncos, that'd be crazy.
After losing like 70-20.
If they were 8-5, what are the Chiefs right now? 8-5. If they beat the Texans, they'd be tied for first in the West. That's nuts.
I said that was gonna happen last year. I was a year off.
Yeah, you were.
Last year, I was like, Chiefs aren't making the Super Bowl, or they're not making the playoffs. And
right. Broncos. You were big on the Bears last year, who were horrible. Yeah. No, we each had a few interesting calls. I think last year I called for the Raiders to have the number 1 overall offense, and they were like 28th in the league. Yeah, that was bad. Next game, let's get to a really fun game. Cowboys-Eagles. Oh, I loved this game. Everything about this game was just awesome. I know everybody's supposed to hate the Cowboys. But as NFC East fans, we've never seen the Cowboys do anything in our lives. I've seen the Eagles do something, and I've seen their fans when they do something. And I enjoy them losing to the Cowboys more than really anything.
You must have never watched a Giants-Cowboys game if you're saying they never did anything, because the Cowboys play like it's the Super Bowl when they play the Giants.
Oh yeah. No, I'm saying like anything real, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, this was fun. Dak looks really good this year. Happy for him. Kind of get the monkey off his back there.
Did you see Cam Newton came out and said that Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, Tua, and Jared Goff are all just game managers? They're not like elite quarterbacks. And Brock Purdy and Dak Prescott are leading the MVP conversation.
Right.
And that's why Cam Newton sits in top.
If you say that Dak is a game manager and he's just executing his coach's play calling to a T, that would mean that you're giving a ton of credit to Mike McCarthy, who is a horrible coach, and no one would ever think he's good at that.
I mean, Cam Newton's basically just saying, oh, these guys have a lot of weapons, so they must not really have to be that good.
Yeah. Screw you, Cam. Go away. Yeah. You're like 40 and slow now.
Yeah. I hope he hears this.
Yeah, he will. Fix your hair. You look stupid.
He wears the most ridiculous hats, dude.
Yeah, he does. Big time. Next game. Toss it over. Actually, we'll do the other one first.
Yeah.
Titans, Dolphins.
This
Crazy.
They're up 13 with 3 minutes left.
Up 13 with 3 minutes left. That was insane. Insane. They totally took their foot off the gas throughout this whole game. Tyreek got hurt. That kind of sucked. He was like awkwardly standing on the sideline, and then randomly they'd be like, all right, get back in there. And he's like, yeah, woo. It made no sense. Raheem Mostert had a great game. Will Levis had a phenomenal game. Derrick Henry's stats are nuts. 17 carries, 34 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Again, Will Levis over 300. Zach Wilson, Will Levis, and who was the other guy?
Zappy? No. Flacco.
Wait, no. Ritter,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Also, if you're wanting to bet a Titans win at this point in the year, just hammer Will Levis's over on passing, DeAndre Hopkins over on receiving, and Titans money line.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time they're gonna win is if that happens.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, we'll hop over to the game of the week.
Yeah.
Announced by Troy Aikman and Joe Buck on ABC.
Yeah, thank goodness I didn't have to hear any of that. So, get to the game, and they're giving out free pennants. Pennants nice. Is awesome.
Were they retro looking or did they look new?
Yeah, retro looking, yeah. I got this hat from the team store.
That's sweet.
I was also going to get a throwback Kayvon Thibodeau jersey, but they only had them in 4XLs. They're also still selling Kenny Golladay jerseys in the team store, and I'm pretty pissed off about that.
Yeah, that's not even a fun one that you'd be like, oh, I'll throw a few bucks at that.
You could be selling, Deontay Banks jerseys.
Right.
And you're selling Kenny Golladay jerseys.
They probably made so many Kenny jerseys, though.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
That was a huge signing.
Yeah.
What did he average on his career? $13 million per touchdown or something crazy?
It was per catch, dude.
Per catch.
It was seriously, it was per catch.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, so got to the game. It was fun. There was we went to get food, and then we came back, and there was this guy that had sat in our seat, and I was like, hey, those are our seats, can you move? He's like, yeah, sure. And he's hammered. And he gets up, and he's literally falling over our seat. We're right next to the aisle. So all he has to do is get up from those seats, and just like walk like, because he was in the row behind us, right? So all he has to do is like do this, and he like couldn't even stand up. So he like gets behind us. I was talking to this really nice Packers fan the whole game. He was super cool. And then towards the end of the game, the really drunk guy comes back down to our row, but he's like a little bit more sober at this point. And like at the end of the game, like we're watching, and like they kick the game-winning field goal, and we both just look at each other. And we're like, yeah, and just like screaming and stuff. But yeah, awesome game. Wan'Dale Robinson had insane catches. He did great. Saquon really didn't do that much on the ground until like the final play, or like one of the final plays for us on offense. But then he fumbled, which was terrible. Yeah, the Giants defense played really well, had an interception on Jordan Love. Tommy DeVito was really cool as usual. He had like 70-something rushing yards, like I said, which was sick. Yeah.
10 carries for 70 yards is nuts for your quarterback.
Oh yeah.
He went to Illinois?
Syracuse, and then Illinois. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Big fan of orange and blue. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think he was like, I'll just go to Syracuse because I live in New York. And then he was like, actually,
let me go to the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, yeah, it was sick. It was an awesome game. Obviously, Randy Bullock wearing number 46 and weighing in at 250 pounds.
Fat Randy.
Yeah, missed the first field. And it was terrible because where we were sitting, so we were at section 341, row 1, which was like basically right on the 25-yard line. And from where we were sitting, you couldn't see if field goals were good or bad. Like there was the first Randy Bullock field goal he kicked, and it didn't matter which end zone it was because Randy Bullock kicked one. I thought he made it, he missed it. I was like, crap. And then Anders Carlson kicked one. I thought he made it, and he missed. And I was like, crap.
What's happening?
And then like comes down to a game-winning field goal, and I'm literally just staring at the refs because I have no chance of actually seeing if this field goal's good or not. And I see him throw up the hands, and I'm like, let's go. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, it was a really fun game.
I will say this too. My favorite thing to do at an NFL game is be in the first like 3 rows of that top level.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's the best.
They're fantastic seats.
I would much rather be there than anywhere in the like lower bowl because you got people all around you. Because the first couple rows in that upper deck are always like their own little section, and then everything goes up from there.
That's how it is at Giant Stadium.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah, it's so nice, and like you see the whole field. Like, it's awesome. It's really great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I go over our stats from this week? I can't remember.
Yeah, you went over at the beginning.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, is it time for Rod's Rapid Rankings then?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, baby. I've got a lot of lines going everywhere, so pardon me if I say your team twice or not at all.
I'll time it.
All right. 32 Raiders, 31 Panthers, 30 Commies, 29 Pats, 28 Chargers, 27 Bears, 26 Giants, 25 Falcons, 24 Steelers, 23 Titans, 22 Cardinals, 21 Bucks, 20 Jets, 19 Colts, 18 Saints, 17 Vikings, 16 Seahawks, 15 Packers, 14 Texans, 13 Rams, 12 Jags, 11 Bengals, 10 Broncos, 9 Browns, 8 Chiefs, 7 Lions, 6 Eagles, 5 Dolphins, 4 Bills, 3 Cowboys, 2 Ravens, 1 49.
I like that. Where'd you say you had the Eagles?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Decent drop for the Birds.
Still keeping the Dolphins at 5 after a loss to the Titans.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped them from 3, but I didn't feel like dropping them below. Like, I didn't want to drop them below the Lions or the Chiefs. I probably could have dropped them below the Eagles, but they both had bad losses this week. So
yeah.
I had them above the Eagles last week, so why not keep them that way?
Yeah.
But yeah, Browns number 9.
That's awesome.
The Browns climbing back up.
Where'd you have the Giants at?
The Giants were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 24.
Okay. I was thinking 22, but
yeah, I mean, I have them like right behind the Bucks and the Titans. So
yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can skip. Let's talk about it because we had a pretty extended red zone recap.
Yeah.
But let's get into our moneymakers section here. Obviously, we have another DPRM TNF SGP for this week, but we'll get to that in a second. My parlay for this week is Giants plus 6.5 against the Saints. Bengals money line against the Vikings, I think, is a lock, and it's like minus 140 right now or something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Love that pick. Then Eagles money line against the Seahawks on Monday Night Football. The underdogs have won in the past like 5 Monday Night Football games.
5 in a row, yeah.
Ridiculous. So I don't think that's going to keep up. Also, the Eagles have been getting run up and down the field by the Niners and the Cowboys, so they're due for a good game.
Yeah.
And then I have Chiefs money line against the. Who are they playing? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
They're playing against somebody bad. Patriots. Chiefs money line against the Patriots.
Oof.
I think the Chiefs have also been.
Believe in the Zap train?
No chance, dude. Like, yeah, the Chiefs have not had like a single game this year, except for maybe the Raiders game, where it's like, man, this team can put up points.
The Bears, they've killed the Bears too. That was Taylor Swift's first game.
Oh yeah, they killed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like the only 2 games though.
That's ridiculous that I just said that's Taylor Swift's first game. That is absolutely ridiculous.
She was at the game the other day.
I know. She's just always there. It's ridiculous. Like, why? I thought she was on tour. What happened to that? What happened to, we'll see if the relationship can last through her tour. No, she's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I just brought her up for no reason.
She's got to have like doubles or something.
What'd you say?
She's got to have like doubles, like stunt.
Yeah.
Base doubles.
It's the Brazilians. They won't know it's not me.
It's like they bring out like Britney Spears.
Right.
And for player props this week, I have Rachaad White anytime touchdown. I have Sam Howell's over on passing against the Rams, and then I also have Tyler Lockett's receptions over against the Eagles because the Eagles. There's a corner plays for the Eagles. And he lines up in the slot, and I don't care who plays him. That's the only person they throw against, and he lets up so many yards. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Is that Obi?
And also Tyler Lockett is like Drew Lock's security blanket. So
yeah,
lock to Lockett.
My bets this week: Purdy's over on passing is at 247.5. Jordan Addison's over on receiving is at 35.5. I think they're going to get him very involved because they're tired of bad offense.
Yeah.
Then I've got Zeke over 52.5 rushing yards against the Chiefs. This is a bold one.
That's
I'm feeling a little crazy about this one. I think he's going to do it, though.
Who knows, man?
And then I've got I was telling Evan, I've hit 5 anytime touchdown players in a row on my picks this week. And what I've been doing is I just go into my fantasy matchups and pick someone off my opposing team's team and pick them as my anytime touchdown. So this week I went to Hunter's team, and he has a certain Devon Achane who's projected like 10. And I know he's going to score like a 30-yard touchdown and get all 10 in one freaking play.
Yeah, he didn't score this past week either, so.
Achane, anytime.
Yeah. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay. This episode of Drop a Pass, Run a Mile is brought to you by SeatGeek. Anytime you want to hit the game, just hit up SeatGeek and Athletic Greens.
Use code Evan and Jared for
DPRM.
100% off.
You get 100% off.
All right, let's get into our guess the player. Oh, never mind. Wait, I didn't do the DPR MTNF SGP.
Jeez, Evan.
This week, I'm heavily confident in the Raiders beating the Chargers with Easton Stick back there. And I'm heavily confident that Daniel Carlson is going to have over 1.5 field goals made. You don't put up 0 points and then go out and score like 3 touchdowns. But you do score some field goals.
Mm-hmm.
And you do beat a Chargers team that for some reason wasn't good with Justin Herbert. So there's no chance they're going to be good with Easton Stick. So yeah, that's the DPR MTNF SGP for this week. Daniel Carlson over 1.5 field goals made and Raiders money line. We're rocking with that. Almost took the old Raiders halftime money line, Raiders full-time money line, but I wasn't going to fall into that trap again.
Smart.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to guess the player. We talked about picking our players, but no, we didn't. I didn't. Did you?
I found one.
Oh, crap. What did we say we were doing?
Super Bowl winner.
Oh, okay. Let me just pick one real quick.
Something funny that I'll fill time with. My youngest brother Wyatt doesn't have Instagram or like Twitter or anything like that. So text me YouTube Shorts whenever he finds something funny, and I think it is the funniest thing ever. He's like, dude, this is awesome. And he'll send me like chickens fighting in a backyard or something on a YouTube short. It's so funny.
Dude. All right. I got a great one.
All
right. Wait 1 second. Sorry.
I'll give you the years first.
Okay.
Your players' years are Wait. We just give you the year they won the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Got to make sure that I have that right. Your player won the Super Bowl in February of 2006.
Devin Hester.
Incorrect.
Your player won the Super Bowl in 2019.
February of 2019?
Yeah.
The 2019 Super Bowl. What was that? That was the god-awful Super Bowl when we were in college. Julian Edelman.
Incorrect. Your player was in the AFC.
Gerard Mayo.
Incorrect.
Your player was also in the AFC.
Thinking this is the Bears-Colts Super Bowl. Let's go with Reggie Wayne.
Reggie Wayne. Incorrect.
Your player division was AFC East.
AFC East. Earl Thomas?
Incorrect.
Okay. I thought he was on that team. They had some old corner that joined them late. Thought you were throwing me off. It's okay. Oh, sorry. Your player played in the AFC North.
AFC North?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. This is a Steelers player then. Antoine Randall.
Antoine Randall. Incorrect.
Your player played on the Patriots.
Yeah, no crap, Evan. LeGarrette Blount.
Incorrect.
Your player played on the Steelers.
Joey Porter.
Incorrect.
Okay, your player played on offense.
All right. James White.
Incorrect.
Your player also played on offense.
Heath Miller.
Incorrect.
Your player played skill position.
Like no crap, he played with skill. He won the Super Bowl. Josh Gordon?
Incorrect.
Your player was also skill.
Okay. Willie Parker.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Excellently done.
Your player also played running back.
What? I thought I said James White, right?
Yeah, and you said LeGarrette Blount.
I named all the running backs because who else did they have for a stint? Sony Michel?
Incorrect. This running back was number 34.
Rex Burkhead?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that was a screwy one.
It was.
Crazy.
Imagine if I would have went Tom Brady. That would have been crazy.
Just never guessed Tom Brady.
Oh. Until I got the quarterback, I would hope.
Dang. Rex Burkhead. Good one. That was a good one.
Thanks. All right, Jared. You know what time it is.
It's time for Pigskin Prediction.
All right. What do we got here? Thursday Night Football. We got the Chargers playing the Raiders. Raiders are favored by -3 at home. I'm going to be going with the Raiders.
Man. Yeah. I'll do Raiders as well.
All right. Next game, we have some Saturday football. 3 games on Saturday, all on NFL Network, which no one will be watching because no one has cable anymore. Vikings-Bengals is the first game at 1 o'clock in Cincinnati. Cincinnati only favored by 3.
Yeah.
This could be one of those games where I'm like, do the books know something we don't, right? But the Vikings were terrible with Dobbs. I don't see why they'd be any better with Nick Mullins. I'm going to be hammering the Bengals -3.
I think I am too.
Yeah.
Just looking at these games, I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of similar picks.
Yeah. Next game in Indianapolis, you have the Colts and the Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky is terrible. Colts are actually fairly good. I'm going to take the Colts at -1.5. I think Gardner Minshew has a nice day.
Same.
And for the primetime game, 8:15 Saturday night, we have the Lions against the Broncos. The Lions are at home. The Lions are favored by -4. I'm going to take the Lions here. I don't think the Broncos will continue their reign of terror on the NFL. And I think the Lions are due to have a good game. I think they've been kind of falling off a little. They got a little too comfortable.
I'm going to take the Broncos.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Broncos to cover and not win. Can I do that?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna take them +4.
All right. I like that.
But I don't think they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be backdoor cover. Like they're down 10 and they score late. Yeah. Next game in New Orleans,
The New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, the New Orleans Pelicans. No, we're talking about the Saints here. The Saints are favored by -6 against the Giants. I think that is too high. Yep. I'm easily taking Giants +6.
Plus, we both hate the Saints, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against the Saints, but.
Come on, they're awful. They're horrible to watch.
I expect this game to be I expect it to be the exact same game as when the Giants and Saints played with Eli Manning and Drew Brees, and the score was 52-49. That's what I expect this game to be.
If you guys don't know, speaking of famous Saints games, if you guys don't come out of the second half with an onside kick, you might as well just
pack it up.
Bags.
Yep, yeah. Next game we have here, Dolphins-Jets playing in Miami. Miami's favored by -8.5, and for a team that just lost to the Titans, and for
might not be playing.
Who?
Tyreek.
Really? There's that, and there's also the Jets just obliterated the Texans. I'm going to take the Jets at +8.5 here. That defense is nothing to mess around with.
No, it's not. I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
Really?
I think it's a get back game for them.
All right.
Plus, we just talked about the Jets. I think the Dolphins. We all know that Zach Wilson is what he is. Yeah. I think people are getting back on it a little bit. They're like, "Oh, Zach's not that bad. Look how good he did." Yeah. And I think this is a game where he just blows up.
Yeah. Next game we got Texans-Titans. Obviously, not sure if CJ Stroud's going to be playing or not. What are you leaning towards? Probably not.
Yeah, not right now.
Okay, so that brings Davis Mills in. Titans are favored by -2.5. They did just beat the Dolphins, but Davis Mills wasn't bad last year. I mean, he wasn't terrible last year. So I think I'm going to take the Texans at +2.5.
Yeah, the Titans just won a game. It goes against our Titans matrix to bet the Titans.
Yeah, they are at home, though.
They are at home.
But the Texans have something to play for. The Titans, I don't think the Titans are making the playoffs. Texans got a shot,
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with you there.
All right. Next game, Buccaneers-Packers. Packers obviously coming off a loss to one of the best teams in the NFL. They're playing in Lambeau. Playing in Lambeau. But these 1 o'clock Lambeau games are always a little strange. I'm taking the Buccaneers +3.5.
I agree. They are very strange. I think Tampa Bay, like I called in the preseason, is coming for the South. I think Tampa Bay is going to go on a little win streak here. I'm going to go Tampa Bay as well.
Yeah, I like it. Next game, we have the 6-7 Atlanta Falcons going to Charlotte, North Carolina to face the Carolina Panthers at 1-12, and the Falcons are only favored by 3.
Flash sale here. Guess what the price of the tickets are right now, including fees.
$14.
$11.
Nice. You should go.
Dude, it's 2 hours. I can't. I'm going to the Caps-Canes game that evening in Raleigh. Or else I might go to the game. But, I was looking at tickets. Let's just say that.
I mean, yeah.
There's
going to be an individual.
What did you say?
There's going to be an individual player that has a really good game, I feel like, in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know who it's going to be, but.
It's not going to be Pitts. Drake London just went off. I think it's a Bijan game.
Yeah, because he's been a little quiet recently.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be Tyler Algier. Gross.
Oh, my gosh.
But, yeah, give me the Falcons -3.
Yeah, 3 is not enough.
The Panthers are in full, let's give the Bears the first pick.
Let's make sure our second-round pick is as high as possible.
Yeah. Next game we got here, Bears-Browns. Browns obviously coming in at 8-5. This game is in Cleveland. Browns are favored by -3 against a fairly hot Bears team.
Give me Joe Flacco all day long.
I think I'm also going to take the Browns. Again, they have something to really play for here. I think that's kind of where you got to look at here at this point in the season.
Yeah. I think so.
Next game, Chiefs-Patriots. Chiefs favored by 7 against the Patriots. I would gladly take Chiefs -7. They're playing in Foxborough. So yeah.
Doesn't really matter anymore.
Yeah. Next game, we have the 10-3 Niners facing the 3-10 Cardinals in Arizona.
Big spread alert.
San Francisco is favored by -12.5. And with this game being in Arizona, Kyler Murray coming off a bye, I don't know.
I'm going Cardinals.
I'm going to go Cardinals as well.
Let's go.
I think that's a very interesting game.
I agree.
Next game.
Half is a big spread.
Yeah. Next game, Commanders-Rams playing in LA. Commanders, they've really fallen off, and I think they're going to get a win here against the Rams. I'm going to take them at +6.5.
No.
I also need them to win to help the Giants' playoff hopes. So
no. I'm going Rams because I need the Rams to win so that the Commies don't lose their 4th pick in the draft. Yeah, the Commanders have really fallen apart. They didn't play last week, which was kind of a nice break.
Yeah.
From all that heartbreak. Really, it's just coaching and offensive line. And the coaching put together the offensive line. So it's really just coaching, which has really ruined our season. So I'm very excited for Ron to get canned at the end of the year. And hopefully everybody else as well. That'd be
good. This is one of the most interesting games of the week, I think. You have the Cowboys
for this game
versus the Bills, a 425 game, which sucks. Bills favored by -2.5 in Buffalo. The Cowboys look like the best team in the NFL right now. Or second best. Top 2.
Yeah, they're up there.
The Bills are good, but I don't know. Like, that Cowboys offense is just so good. Their pass rush is so good. Like, I'm going to go Bills -2.5. I'm going to go Bills -2.5, and I think Stephon Diggs is going to have a career day.
All right. I'm going to use the age-old tradition of picking the better team plus the points. So I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Okay. I like, if you're going to make a parlay this week, I kind of like a Bijan over 100 rushing yards and a touchdown, and a Stephon Diggs over 100 receiving yards and a touchdown.
That's cool.
I think it's interesting.
I
have to play. All right, Sunday night, Jags-Ravens in Florida. Ravens -3. I'm going to be taking the Ravens. I don't know. Wait a second. How hot have the Ravens been? They've been pretty freaking hot, right?
Yeah.
Win. Lost to the Browns. Win. Lost to the Steelers. Win. I think they're due for a loss. I'm going to take the Jaguars.
Have they lost to anybody outside of their division?
No.
Wow. I'm going to take Baltimore.
Wait, right? Oh, no, sorry. They lost to the Colts.
Ooh, they've previously lost to an AFC South team.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Jags, baby. Let's go. I'm taking Jags.
I would take Ravens.
All right. And finally, Monday Night Football, which apparently the Eagles haven't beaten the Seahawks in 15 years, which is like pretty like stupid.
That is stupid.
Eagles are favored by -4. Thankfully,
they're favored by 4 in Lumen Field, baby.
Yeah, Lumen Field.
That place is crazy.
Yeah, but
night game.
We can't keep seeing these underdogs.
Is Geno back?
Who cares?
Could he win comeback player again just from this week being off? Geno Smith wins comeback player of the year after missing week 14 with an injury.
I'm taking Eagles -4.
Yeah, I agree.
They've been getting like trampled these past 2
weeks. And they've had a tough go of it the last couple weeks.
It's like, oh, Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFL, and then they're just getting absolutely demolished.
Niners steamrolled the Cowboys.
They don't score a single offensive touchdown against the Cowboys.
Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, crazy. But all right, well, that was a good pod, long pod, hour 20.
Good.
But yeah, I hope you guys have a great week of watching football. It's definitely going to be a fun week. Don't forget about those stupid Saturday games. If I had to pick the winners for those games, I'm going to go Bengals. What are they again?
You did Bengals, Colts.
Bengals, Colts, Lions are my all favorites, but that doesn't scare me. It's Saturday football.
Saturdays are used to blowouts with college.
Unless Saturday football motto is expect the unexpected, but
Ooh.
Didn't the Vikings have the largest comeback in NFL history on a Saturday last year?
Yeah.
That's not happening.
But they were favored, so it made sense that they were coming back.
True. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I hope you guys have a great week of watching football, and we'll be back again episode 16, week 16 preview. Insane. The season's coming down to a close. Now we're getting to playoffs. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Playoffs. Good luck on your betting escapades this week. We'll see you guys.
See ya.